Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Playmates toys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutations, Leonardo. Leonardo can transform from pet turtle to ninja turtle and back again. It only takes 3 transformation steps. Kind of do a little more unfolding and other things involved too, but still, transformation from pet turtle to ninja turtle is relatively easy. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years of age, and once again this comes to us from the folks over at Playmates. Spin around the back of the package. Read-up says, mutated from ooze and raised in the ways of ninjutsu by their rat sensei Splinter, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are ready to venture outside their sewer lair to fight evil everywhere. Shows you the transformation from pet turtle to ninja turtle, and you can collect all 4. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. It would be interesting, I don't know if maybe they'll expand this further to include other characters such as the Krang, maybe Shredder. I don't know. It'd be interesting. And maybe they'll do that. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just stay with the 4 turtles. Time will tell. This also comes to us from the folks over at Spin Master, which distributes a lot of the Turtles toys here in Canada. You can go to www.spinmaster.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutations, Leonardo. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Spot thought it would be cool to kind of start with the Ninja Turtle, and then we'll transform it into Pet Turtle, and then we'll do back again. In the meantime, though, as it goes for Ninja Turtles, he's really neat looking. One thing I mentioned with the Donatello that we've already looked at is that I love that they're bulky. There's a good bulk to the overall size of the figures. They're still fully articulated, despite the fact that, again, he's going to be transforming into a Pet Turtle. I guess the only hindrance to the articulation comes from the arms. Once again, the arms, you just can't move them out too much. They're on a ball joint, but the ball joint really doesn't let you go any further than about there. You can still rotate the arms. That's fairly easy enough. Still has the hinge in the elbow, but you just can't move the arms any further out than that. He does come also with a couple of katanas that we can put into his hand. He has the same issue, I guess, as Donatello, that his elbows are very kind of loose, and they just don't, I don't know, they just don't sit right, the arms themselves. But there you have Leonardo, reaching off camera and bringing in Donatello that we've already had a look at. Proportionately, it looks like they're using the same body type. Normally, though, Donatello would have been a little taller, but yeah, they look good together. Facial expressions, I think, are pretty good too, and they're more show accurate, I think, than of the cartoon turtles. I think these ones are probably the most show accurate, at least from the faces. Bodies maybe a little too bulky, but the faces, I think, are probably some of the best. So with Donatello, the transformation on Leonardo is exactly the same. In fact, why don't we keep Donatello there? I'll show you guys kind of the before and after. First things first, we're going to take the katanas off. We don't need those right now. And then everything basically works from taking the shell and opening it up. Just popping it open like this. Kind of want to move the legs out of the way like that. And there's a tail. You see that right there? There's a little tail. You want to take that and swing it out. It's probably the hardest of all the transformations, is taking out that tail. And then from there, the little rubbery legs, we're going to want to bring those out just to kind of get them out of the way. And at least they're rubbery. You can even just kind of hold them further back just to kind of get them out of the way. Take the head, which sits basically just on a track. You see that right there? The end of the bolt stops it from going through. Take the head, rotate it around, and then pop it back down. Take the arms, rotate the arms inward. And just again, a lot of it is just moving stuff out of the way. Kind of like how Spot just had his arm in the way. Let's move the hand out of the way. These arms can kind of just go in like that. Just want to get them around Leo's head. These fold back up just to kind of conceal all the extra stuff that you did. Then these can fold, the shell can fold back down. And you do a little bit of adjusting to get everything into place. The arms generally aren't so much of an issue, and everything just fits into place like that. So you have most of the turtle done. The legs that we'll kind of just straighten out later, but what you then do is take the actual Ninja Turtle legs, bring them forward like this, and then these just swing around to the back. Again, I'll comment on these legs in a second, but then take the turtle legs and just fold them forward. Just kind of tucking the inner shell in, kind of making sure everything is nice and clean. And bring the legs forward, and you've got yourself the transformed turtle. Doesn't look so bad here. It's when you spin it around, yeah, the legs here are a little more messy. They don't even so much look like legs, they just look like flaps. They almost should have done it, and I don't know how you would have designed it, but they almost should have done it where the back of the legs could have detached and kind of pronged out, and then you could have taken one leg and swung it forward, take the other leg, swung it to the front. That could have worked, I think, a little bit better. Again, it's pretty clean from the front, excluding the knee pads that you're going to see. But the rest of it isn't so bad. It's just when you start looking at the back that it just looks a little more disastrous. But there you have Leonardo. Turtle mode, I think his head is exactly the same as Donatello's. Coloring will be a little bit different on Leo, but transformation and the heads and everything else are pretty much the exact same. To transform it back, you're going to just repeat those steps. So transforming it back is easier, I find, because you're just unhinging stuff. Open up the shell, take the arms, bring the arms out, just like that. Take the head, swing the head around, take the rubbery legs. The legs can fold in. Take the other leg, fold it in, and then just snap it all together. Then take the legs, straighten them out, and then just do a little bit of adjusting. These little flaps, you want to make sure that they're sticking as far out as possible, just to kind of clean up areas, so especially you don't see the legs. Straighten out the arms. And there you have Leonardo. In the way of his articulation, Leo's head is on a ball joint. Doesn't really move up and down, but at least it moves left and right. Shoulders, as I mentioned, do have ball joints, though a little more limited though. The arms rotate, bend at the elbow. Then the legs also have a ball joint, hinge in the knee, and a hinge and rotation in the foot. If you can get over the fact that the transformations aren't spectacular, I mean, like, the pet turtles don't look all that great. And I think the culprits really are just the little floppy, rubbery legs at the back. If they had found a way to take somehow this and detach it, I'm not sure how it would have worked, but even just detach this area, or maybe the back of the leg could have folded forward. I don't really know. But once they're transformed, I think they're really decent looking toys. And I'm still willing to go as far to say that from a facial sculpt, they're probably even better than the Battle Shell turtles. And a lot of people feel that those are the more show accurate cartoon turtles. I would even say these guys are one better than that. Where they don't necessarily have too much of the cartoon accuracy is, proportions. They're a little bigger and bulkier, but I think all around these are the better turtle toys to go with. Transformations are cool, just the rubbery back legs, I think, kind of ruin for the transformation. Leonardo, I'm going to give him, and I think I gave Donatello a rating. Leonardo, I am going to give him a 8.5. Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutations Leonardo. Thanks for watching, as you always do, guys. Certainly stay tuned. Spot's going to have more videos and turtle reviews heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.